Hello, what's up guys? It is Mike from Second Form Strength, back with another video, and fuck man, I don't even really know how to start this one. Hopefully the mic on my phone can pick up my voice, because I've got a bit on my mind. I'll try to keep this video relatively short. Maybe more people will see it, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. The people that do see this and can resonate with it will get something from it, so that's cool. Now, I just spent, it's 3:30 a.m. here now in Wollongong. I've had some trouble sleeping tonight. Probably a combination of the fact that, I usually will have a bit of weed to help me sleep. People can say whatever they want, you're a fitness journalist, and this is part of what I'm going to get into actually in the video. I don't give a fuck. If you think that me smoking weed is somehow taking me away from my goals or whatever like that, like everybody will say to you, well, that's fine. And I can't do anything to change your opinion on that, so it is what it is. But this is what I want to talk about. I feel like, and this is coming from me literally just doom scrolling for the past hour, we are fucked. Like, as a society, as individuals, I don't think we're fucked. I think the human spirit is as strong as ever, as indomitable as ever. As, like, in individuals, I still see it. In friends that like when I see my friends and they talk about a struggle they're going through or whatever, or something they went through but they persevered, I can see that spirit in their eyes, the true human spirit that we all love and want to nourish, right? Because that's what makes us human. It's that spirit of not giving up on yourself and whatever your own individual dream and desire is, no matter how weird that is to other people, how foreign it is. The fact that somebody has a passion they're pursuing or something they're doing that brings them joy and energy in life, you can see that in someone's eyes, you can see it on their face when you meet them in person. But with social media now, we don't see that. It's covered up by filters, it's covered up by edits, it's covered up by environmental changes in videos where you might have said something really poignant in one part of your house, but you decided to cut that out because it wasn't very social media friendly. It's fucking bullshit, brother. Or lady, if you're watching this. I'm speaking to anyone that's watching this that has the same feeling. Like, do you guys ever just get done with social media and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck did I just do? I literally just wasted time of my life looking at other people's snapshots of their lives. Like, we're not even looking at their lives. We're wasting time on something that offers no benefit to us. And sure, you can say that maybe you go on social media and you see like an encouraging post, or you see like a funny pet video or something like that, and it gives you like a bit of a nice feeling or whatever. Cool. But you can get those feelings from seeing a dog in real life. You can get those feelings from having a laugh with a friend in real life, from seeing something funny that happens in real life. I mean, I saw it like a couple of weeks ago. I fucking just went out here on the balcony and there were a bunch of fucking teenagers throwing head kicks and shit at each other. But yet, and I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I'm just saying it's something I witnessed in real life that I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I did film it, which is fucking crazy, right? That's how fucked we are. Like, I filmed it, but I didn't put it up on social media. I literally just filmed it for me to look at in my phone later on. I feel like we should start bringing that back too. Just normalize filming things and not sharing it with anybody. You know? Like, not everything has to be shared. I do believe that it's good to share your opinions and how you feel about things and your passions and your hobbies, but we've gone too far with social media now. It is 100% performative based. It has to be. Like, even when I do shit on my Instagram, I have to accept the fact, and maybe some of you other fitness coaches or any of you guys that watch my channel, like us smaller people that are just kind of starting off, do any of you guys also have a problem with the fact that to actually, at least this is what it seems like to me, and I could be wrong, comment down below if you think I'm wrong on this, but it seems like we have to perform. Like, I have to make some fucking reel showing off my abs, or like one of those reels where it's like showing me fat, and then it's like all this fucking dramatic music. Oh, I was fat, I was a loser, boom, 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 and then showing myself like all ripped with an abs and shit, and I'm just supposed to regurgitate that material, mess around with editing and shit until it finally hits a sweet spot, so that I can get enough views. Like, I don't believe that's the only way you have to make your business, but I feel like it's the way I see most people doing it nowadays. And maybe that is a fallacy with me. Like, maybe that is a thing I'm creating in my own mind just from exposing myself too much to social media lately. But it is hard. Like, I get it when the creators talk about it's hard not being on social media when it's your job too. Like, I really, I've talked about him before. There's my coach, Tom Sergi. This is a dude I really respect, and I was kind of trying to figure in my head, like, why did because I've tried weight loss stuff in the past before, right? I've, like, for 10 plus years, in terms of, I've been in the gym since I was 21. I'm 31 now. But if we're really being honest about how how many of those years was intentional lifting and actually like making progress, maybe like 3 years, if that. Like, I got a lot of my gains in the beginning, and then for a good 5 years it was just bullshit. Like, it was just, the gym was just something that existed that I could tell people I'd do at the bare minimum. It wasn't like a lifestyle like it is for me now. It wasn't something that positively impacts my mental health and stuff. Back then it was literally just aesthetics when I was younger, because I didn't know any better. But, that's the thing. It's like, I had this whole transformations in the past, but they were never to the point of now where it's like I've got a six-pack, I'm in the best shape I've ever fucking been in. And I was like, what is different from Tom, the coach that finally got me these results, and all the other coaches? Or, not that I really signed up with many other coaches, but I had a few, like I've tried with Jeremy Ethier and stuff like that. And I think for me personally, it might be different for other people, but I just really resonate with people that aren't very, like, a kind of off the beaten path, low on the radar, but have a lot of knowledge. Like, I like that, because to me, not saying that people that have gone viral like Jeremy Ethier and, who's the other guy's names? Jeff, I'm fucking blanking on his last name. You 100% will know it if you see it. Jeff Nippard, yeah. Like, people like this, not saying they don't have good information, of course they do. Greg Doucette, we all know these guys. But there's something about the virality of their content and the popularity that kind of, I don't know, even if they're not fake, I just get that feeling. Like, this is what social media has done now. It's just, it turns people into fucking brands rather than actual people. It's obvious, but like, when you actually think about it objectively, it's pretty fucking nuts. Go tell someone from the 80s that we're in this position now, I'd be fucked. But anyway, I digress. And I think that's what kind of attracted me to Tom's coaching, because he didn't have a lot of subscribers. He had about 7 or 8k. He still does, which is fucking nuts to me, because the dude gives such good, consistent advice, and he's so consistent too. Like, this is a dude you actually want to follow, not these, I don't know, this is just my opinion. I'm not trying to gas him up, but I do, even though the dude's same age as me, he might even be younger, I do look at him kind of like a role model, in a sense. Because I don't have a lot of people like that in my life, where they're just down to earth, don't fucking, like, he's not on social media all the time flapping his fucking gums. only thing he puts on social media is just stuff to actually help people. He's not putting, like I said, those videos that the fucking creators do, and they say, oh, well, you've got to do this to get noticed. It's like, I don't want to. Is there anything wrong with me not wanting to perform for people just to get some fucking views? Like, I just want to help people, but it feels really fucking hard to do for me at the moment, I guess, is all I'm saying. Like, it feels very hard. It's a hard concept for me to grasp with this social media shit, that I have to perform, I have to be uncomfortable, and I'm okay being uncomfortable, but it just doesn't feel like this type of uncomfortableness is right for me. So I've actually been struggling a bit lately. You know, when I started doing these videos initially it was just to get out of my head and see that I can post stuff online. And then, you know, in the past few months, I kind of try to make the change from, okay, I'm a dude who's just working a regular job, and I've been in fitness for a while, but now I'm really gotten into great shape, and people are asking me stuff, people commenting on my physique, and I know how to get people in shape, like I do, but I don't have like qualifications or anything like that. I don't, you know, and a lot of these coaches that have gone viral or maybe have a bunch of followers do. And so that plays into my head, and I'm like, man, like, am I even doing the right fucking thing? And the truth is, I don't know. And I am willing to bet that if a lot of us were really honest when we like post videos and stuff on, you know, social media or whatever, yeah, most of us don't know what the fuck we're doing, right? And that does give me solace, but I just can't shake that feeling that social media just day by day by day is becoming more and more just like, yeah, like the blueprint on how everyone wants to live their lives as well. And that's another thing I'll quickly touch on, is like I said at the start of this video, like I smoke weed. I've smoked weed pretty much daily since, God, I've had breaks, don't get me wrong. I've had like periods of abstinence, like a year when I was, well, not a year, it was probably like about 5 months. And then it was like I had about a year and a half, 2-year period where it was just every weekend, and then lately I've gone back to every day, and then maybe in the future again I'll go back to every weekend. But my point is, like, you'll see all these videos on social media where it's like, if you smoke weed, like, you need to stop smoking weed, trust me, I stopped this and this really helped me. And I don't doubt that it does help certain people. Just like there are people that say drinking, oh, I've stopped drinking, and you know, and I think that's positive too. I've never been a real big drinker, so I've never understood it. But then I also think, like, there are plenty of people that don't have problems, or that they just work differently, and they know they work differently. And there's a difference between having like arrogance and not listening to people, and also just knowing what works for you and being okay with that. But I feel like social media makes us feel like we shouldn't trust our own instincts either. Like, if you're watching this right now and you smoke weed every day but you still get your shit done, that's fine. You don't have to stop. If you want to stop, then you can stop, but you don't have to stop. And I feel like a lot of the way these videos are made, they're made in a sense that the creator obviously has to have a firm stance one way or another, because that's what gets views. Like, if a dude went on Instagram and said, hey guys, I used to smoke weed every day for 10 years, but, you know, I had a few things happen in my life, and I decided to just stop, and I've noticed I felt a lot better, actually. So if you personally have felt like this, then I would recommend giving it a try. But also, don't feel like you have to, because smoking weed can also be fun and you can have a good time. But you don't see videos like that, and you know why? Because they're not going to get views. Because they're not controversial. They're not, and that's, I guess, what I'm saying in a sense. It's like, it's also performative. Like, all these people, we don't know if these dudes that are giving these videos on abstinence and all these, if they're even doing that shit. How do we really know? We don't. Like, I mean, you don't even know me saying this video if everything I'm saying is true. It is, but like, you know what I mean? Feels like there's no reality anymore. Like, there is, but there is a whole nother reality now of social media, and more by the day it seems. Maybe I'm just on it too much, but more and more by the day it seems like it's just taking over people's lives and is the blueprint for how they should live their lives. And they see one person doing this thing online and they're like, okay, well, I have to go try that now. And it's made me question a lot of shit too. You know, that's the funny thing as well. Maybe a little experiment I should try of just fucking totally kiboshing all social media except YouTube. YouTube's the only thing that I can go on still. And now that I've disabled shorts, which you can do, if anyone wants to know how to disable shorts, I'm pretty sure you go into your account settings and you set like, there's a setting you can use where you don't see your history, where it turns off your history, which is a shit because you can't go back and look at old videos, but it also disables reels. But it's funny how disables shorts, sorry, not reels. They're fucking the same thing. Do you know what I mean, guys? Like, this is fucking bullshit, bro. It's just what a fucking mess. I don't know. Does anybody else feel like this? Like, so, like you're simultaneously attracted to social media because of the shit show it is, but at the same time you're like, I know that I could be very, very, very happy never being on this again in my life, and it would just be a period of my brain having to acclimate to the fact that I don't want to do this anymore. That would be the difficult part. There would be no want in my body, like I wanted to just go on there just to have some fun, because it wouldn't be fun. It would be my brain saying, let's just go have some fun, but in reality it just wants a dopamine hit. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, maybe I do need to take a break from it, but it's just my thoughts at the moment. I'm fucking like caught between two worlds where it's like, you know, I'm doing Uber Eats now to kind of make enough cash to survive, and I'm loving it. I mean, I'm liking it a lot better than at my old job. And, you know, like still see a bunch of people like, oh, don't do Uber Eats, you fucking kill your car and all this kind of shit. It's like, bro, you kill your car driving to work all the time anyway, and you hate your job. Yeah, and this is another thing. It's like, just fucking do what you fucking want to do, man. Fuck. I honestly wish for like 2 months there would just be a whole shortage of social media and nobody could get any other advice or info from other people. And it would make things difficult, sure, but fuck, we would learn a lot about ourselves. We purposely hide so much of like our own abilities and things just because we are fucking tied to this social media conglomerate. And I don't know the way to fix that. I've been struggling with it. That's why I made this video, because I'm like, I just wanted to get my thoughts out. But yeah, like, what do you do? And you know, like tomorrow I'm gonna fucking, or today I guess, it's fucking 4 a.m. Like, I know I'm gonna make this video, and then there'll be a time, and then a couple of hours where I'll go back in that social media loop. But I want to be strong enough to kind of break that for a bit. Like a good amount of actual time of really not being on there. Because whenever I've done that in the past, I've always created more, and I've always felt inherently more confident in myself. And that can't be a coincidence. So like, my question is, why aren't we doing this more and more and more and more? I mean, I know the answer, because so many people's livelihoods are now on social media. And therein lies the problem, you know? That's what I'm thinking about now. It's like, well, I don't want to make money going into like a physical job, or at least if I do make money doing a physical job or something like that. Not that I care about doing physical shit. I've worked physical jobs. I've done demolition jobs. I've worked in solar panel companies. I've worked on electrical warehouse production lines doing light fittings and shit. I've worked in production for screen printing for 10 years in small businesses, 2 of them. I've worked at Woolworths as a cleaner. I've worked doing like elderly people cleaning their houses and shit. I've fucking worked. And this is what pisses me off when I say I want to do something on my own. People are like, oh, you're just scared of work. It's like, no, cunt. I'm not fucking scared of work. I just don't want to live the rest of my life fucking doing something that my soul fucking rejects. And if you're that much of a pussy that you just don't even listen to your soul and you just fucking work and you think you're a hard cunt because you do 60-hour weeks, you're not a hard cunt. The hardest cunts I know don't brag about being hard cunts because they work. Like, this is the thing. All these dudes I see on Instagram comment, oh, just get a job like a real man. It's like, bro, you're commenting shit too. And I stop myself. Do you know how many comments I write out to people and then delete because I'm like, what's the fucking point? Yeah. So, to any other people that feel similar, I think there is a way that we can exist in our own way, and we don't have to fucking perform and shit for social media. Because if like, I don't like all that shit. I don't like the flashy cars and fucking spending my money on a bunch of fucking shit to show off on social media. But it feels like more and more people do. I don't know, guys. But I have been feeling a bit torn lately. And, you know, I'll end the video with this too. I've cancelled my PT course that I was studying. And not because I don't want to ever learn that stuff. I think I do want to learn that stuff, but right now is not the right time. I thought it was. But you got to keep in mind, I think, like, when I decided I was going to quit my job, I also decided I was going to call up and get that course sorted. Because I'm very much the type of person that if I have something in my head, I will try to, like, do everything I can to get it done. But then if I decide I don't want to do it anymore, I'll just stop it. And to a lot of people, that can look as laziness, and in times in my life it has been that. But it's also gotten me a lot of results that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Like the $2,000 job I did, I literally only got that done because I was staying up late at night, going to work with 2 hours sleep and getting it done. So, you know, but anyway, going back to what I was saying, the course was $100 a week, and I just cannot afford that at the moment with everything else I've got. Now, yes, I could have afforded that if I had my job, but to me, quitting the job was a higher priority than learning all this shit about fitness. I can come back to that later. I'm 31. I have time, and that's not to say it as though, oh yeah, well, like, we don't know when our time will end. Realistically, I could fucking get hit by a bus today. An asteroid could collide with the Earth. We don't know, but I'm saying that I had to think a lot about it. Like, I took some time to think about whether I wanted to quit the course or not, and I just looked at it and I was like, the most important thing for me to begin with was just living life on my own terms. And I feel like I'm starting to do that now, and it's very fucking difficult, guys. I just want to say that, but 100% worth it. But in order for me to, progress on this journey, I have to stop spinning as many plates. Something I firmly believe in is that if you try to spin too many plates and do too many things at once, it's just not going to work. It doesn't work for me. I know a lot of people disagree with that, and they'll say the more you put on the plate, the more you rise to the occasion. And this is the thing, there's nuance to have in this discussion, because I can see both sides of it, but I would literally be here for an hour on fucking YouTube if I started talking about all this shit. So yeah, this video was supposed to be 12 minutes. It's nearly 25 minutes. This is why I'll never be, not never, but this is why I'll very much struggle to become popular on Instagram, which is fine, because I don't want to be popular on Instagram. But, like, you see what I mean? It's that thing of the social media thinking that we do want to be, but no, I just want to be fulfilled, have enough money to get some decent food, buy my little weird, like, Japanese gacha figures that I like collecting, do my drawing. I'd love to help people get in shape with their bodies. I don't need to have a one-size-fits-all, like a one thing that I'm doing for the rest of my life. I have a bunch of different things that I like doing. and as long as they can make me enough money to survive in the world, I'm happy with that. I don't need to have a bunch of money. I don't need to have a bunch of things. I don't need to have a bunch of stuff. Just some really good people, minimal noise and disruptions from people that aren't on the same wavelength as me, and that's it. And that's it. And I don't even want to say this on social media to try to get views. Like, I feel like a lot of people do. They try to make like relatable content to get views. I'm not trying to relate. I'm merely just putting my words out there because, you know, it's fucking nearly 4 a.m. here, or it might even be past that now, and yeah, I just had that doom scrolling thing, and I just had the thought in my head, and I was like, I should make a fucking video and just talk about it. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. If you've watched to the end, you are a real one, and thank you very much. You'll catch me in the next one. I think I'm just gonna do the ranting videos for a while. I don't give a fuck about, like, people who see this and like my stuff and you resonate with my thing, then you will. And if you don't, then you won't. And if you need some help with fitness stuff or anything like that, you can always message me. I'm Second Form Strength on Instagram. Just send me a DM with what you're struggling with. I'm not going to charge you money or shit. I just want to help. Fuck that. I'm not going to charge you money and shit. Can make money other ways. But I'd love to help. You know, I would love to just get some free transformations out of people. You know, if I can just have a dude that's struggling and I've helped him at least get his life a little bit better and he's feeling a little bit better about himself, or a woman, whoever, a lady, a man, a lost soul, God, I'd love that. I don't want money. I don't want any of that shit. I want that connection and be able to help. It'll come. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.